Again, the third game on the docket tonight, the Wynne Yellow Jackets facing the Marion Patriots. Wynne underneath head coach J.D. Parker, Marion underneath head coach Nathan Claiborne. And as Wes mentioned, Wynne coming in off of a win against the hosting Brooklyn Bearcats, 45-33, and the Patriots coming in off of an overtime win against Monticello, 83-78. Wes, do you have a feeling that that overtime game could have some sort of effect on the energy level of Marion at all?
The only thing is, it could. But the only thing is, though, Andy, that was the 4 o'clock game yesterday, so they've had a lot of time to recuperate now that we're a little after 7 o'clock here tonight. And, you know, these young men, they bounce back better than what me and you would.
No doubt about it. I'm going to need a couple of days rest to bounce back after an overtime game, without a doubt. So just to run over the starting lineups for both teams as the Yellow Jackets are being announced right now. For the Marion Patriots, number 3, a senior, Martinez Harper. Number 4, a junior, Tristan Heyman. Number 5, a junior, Keyshawn Woods. Number 10, a sophomore, Makai Boyce. And number 21, also a sophomore, Dietrich Reeves. For Coach J.D. Parker and the Wynne Yellow Jackets, number 5, a senior, Cameron Clark. Also a senior, number 20, Angelo Chun. A junior, number 22, Terry Burgess III. And a couple of seniors rounding up the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Number 24, Ty Douglas, and number 25, Tyler Hutchinson.
Tonight's officials, Mr. Brad Davison, Mr. Mark Harden, Mr. Matt Fisher.
And, of course, the Wynne Yellow Jackets in their away white uniforms with blue and gold trim. Marion dressed out in their home red and white with blue trim.
Actually, you've been doing too much football. That's reversed in basketball.
Flip those. Forget what I said. Wynne is in their home uniforms, Marion in their away. And the Yellow Jackets will come down with the opening tip of the ball game. Burgess at the top of the key, working to his right, looking for Hutchison, but great defense being played by the Patriots.
Patriots looking like they're going into a matchup zone.
Little shot on the right side of the paint for Douglas, and it's off the mark. And we're going to have our first team foul of this game, and it's going to go on Douglas. So now we get a look at the Patriots offense. It's Boyce on the drive there. Fighting for the rebound, Boyce and Clark, and
tie up.
The jump ball will keep it here with the Patriots. So Makai Boyce to take it out. Gets it into Harper. Work it around the horn for Heyman. Heyman off the spin. Can't get the touch shot to fall. The putback no good, and now fighting for the rebound. Ty Douglas will come down with it for the Yellow Jackets. Pushing it ahead, Cameron Clark moves it up to Hutchison. Hutchison now to Chun, and Chun almost lost the dribble on that, but he coughs it up anyway. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go with the Patriots on the other end.
That was good defense there by, by Boyce there to cause the turnover against the Yellow Jackets.
Woods with it now, leaves it with Reeves. Reeves over to Harper. Now on the corner for Heyman. Gives it up to Woods. Woods will drive. He'll go to the free throw line as well. Gets his layup to fall, and we got our first 2 points of the ball game. Possibly our first 3 with 6:27 as we take a look at the replay on the drive. A great look there by Keyshawn Woods. Gets the ball extended away from his body and able to draw the contact, and he hits the and one.
And that's a good patient set there by the Patriots. If you notice the ball movement caused a lane opening there, and then they got the foul in the end one.
So now on the other end, Cameron Clark trying to feed it to Chun, and loose ball, and the Patriots come up with it. On the other end, a quick pass, and we're going to get goaltending as That one was laid off of the glass by Martinez Harper, and one of the Yellow Jackets came and swatted it after it already hit the backboard.
Good call by the official there.
So Martinez Harper picking up his first 2 of the game. Here's Clark trying to push ahead into traffic. Little stutter step there from Hutchison, but Hutchison leaves it in the corner. 3-point shot, no good from Terry Burgess III. Here's a 3-point shot from the Patriots that's good. And Marion just opening this thing early here. Dietrich Reeves knocking down the pull-up J, and it's 8-0. And Barker wants to call a timeout and talk things over with his Yellow Jackets, and we'll keep it right here for the duration of the timeout.
We was talking about the win-win last night. Terry Burgess III led them with 15 points, and Tyler Hutchinson had 12. They held Brooklyn to 34% shooting from the field, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight with the Patriots, as they're already down 8-0.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a much, much faster pace than what they saw out of the Brooklyn Bearcats last night, without a doubt. You can't play basketball at the 6A East level without having a little pep in your game.
And my question is, are there any Yellow Jackets still playing football tonight? Because they are hosting the Royalton Devil Dogs in the state playoffs.
Martinez Harper picking up his first personal foul, just the first team foul on Marion here in the first half. Wynne has got a couple. Trying to force a turnover. Clark is in trouble, and they're going to foul him. That's the second team foul now. Foul's going to go on Makai Boyce. So now 2 team fouls apiece, and Wynne's going to take it out on the far sideline. Moving it over for Burgess. Burgess hop step in the paint, puts one up.
Steps.
And they're going to get him for trapping. So Burgess going to come and have a seat, and he's none too happy about that. Did not look happy to come off the court. Chris Grider is going to come in and take his place. Woods with the ball, gives it over to Reeves. Now Woods with it once again. Here's Harper. Head fake. Trying to find some space, but Clark doing a good job defending.
And again, look at the patience by the Patriots on offense here. They're not forcing anything.
Harper on the drive gets tripped up, and they'll take this one out on the baseline. And I'm going to see who the foul was called on. I think it's going to go against Chris Grider. Inbound the ball, driving to the lane, underhanded shot with the left hand, no good for Makai Boyce. Going the other way now with the Yellow Jackets. Here's a drive from Chris Cross. Shot no good. Back the other way with the Patriots. Reeves, shot no good. Second putback won't fall. Couple of good looks there for the Patriots. Now Wynne with a chance, still looking for their first points of the ball game. They can't get it there from Chris Grider. Second look, third look, no good. Now finally a fourth look, and Tyler Hutchison says, give me the ball. Hutchison puts it up and in, and now it's 8-2, and on the other end, jump ball call.
Yep, they just good defense there by the Yellow Jackets. They're going to get the ball back.
Christopher Cross in the game. He'll give it over to Cameron Clark. And now Cross with it. 3-point shot coming from Hutchison. Off the mark, and they'll say that it went over the backboard. So Marion will take it out now with 3:55 left to play here in the first quarter. And Terry Burgess is going to come back in the game. He'll send Tyler Hutchison to the Yellow Jacket bench as they trail by 6. Still a very sloppy opening for Coach Parker and the Yellow Jackets thus far.
Yeah, it don't look like they're in any type of offensive rhythm whatsoever, Andy. They're just whoever's got the ball is trying to get it and put it up. And that's a nice three-point shot there by Martinez Harper, and another timeout called by the Yellow Jackets, and it's going to be another 30-second timeout.
5 points now here in the first quarter for Martinez Harper hitting that three-pointer. Got one from Martinez Harper, got one from Dietrich Reeves.
Hutchison's checking back in as soon as the ball gets back in play. Looks like he's going to take the place of Grider.
Man, after that game we had moments ago between Baptist Prep and Paragould, this one is opening up a little bit flat, I think, especially for the Wynne Yellow Jacket fans. Trailing by 9 here with 3:30 left to play, but trying to open things up now. As Burgess is back on the floor. He's got the ball down the high post. Here's Chris Cross with a three-point shot. Off the mark. Nice rebound and nice recovery there by Woods. Leaves it for Harper. Harper from the left side will score. And Coach Parker wants a timeout again.
This is going to have to be a full. It's going to have to be a full timeout. So
Harper with 7 points here in the first quarter. Coach J.D. Parker calls his third timeout of the first quarter, and we will take one with him as the Yellow Jackets trailing here in the opening quarter to the Marion Patriots 13-12 on Tubetown.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
Andy Maness and West Cisco back here with you at Bearcat Arena. 13-2 is your score here in the opening quarter between Wynne and Marion. And the Patriots are playing very efficiently right now on offense. That's the easiest way to say this one through the first 5.5 minutes. Playing good defense, and the Yellow Jackets just haven't been able to get anything going. There's Clark on the drive there, and Cameron Clark can't get the finger roll to fall. On the other end, a finger roll attempt, no good. Second shot, no good. And it's going to be a rebound going the other way with the Yellow Jackets. Here's Cameron Clark on the drive, into numbers, puts it up, hits it short on the underside of the rim. Now the Patriots taking it back the other way. Dish off down low on the baseline. Shot no good from Tristan Heyman. And now we're going back the other way with the Yellow Jackets. Back and forth here after that timeout. Neither team able to find the basket. Trey Boylan out there on the floor with the ball right now for the Yellow Jackets. Gives it to Trey Burgess. Burgess almost double teamed. Now he is double teamed in the paint. Fading away and no foul called. A little bit of contact there. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots. A little bit of helter-skelter play going on here in the last few minutes, and Burgess is going to come have a seat once again, and it'll be Chris Grider giving him a breather. 2:17 left to play here in the first quarter. 13-2 is your score. Wynne just trying to get some momentum working. Last few possessions, they have put up some quick shots that not necessarily been good-looking shots, but they certainly haven't fallen. There's Cameron Clark, who has that one thrown back in his face, but a foul is called. Let's see who that was called on. It looked like he said 1-1, and that would be Taylor Brown.
I think it's going to be on 21.
21. That's going to be, Dietrich Reeves, his first of the night. Third team foul on Marion here in the first half. Cameron Clark, first shot at the free throw line, good.
I'm telling you, there's still no rhythm whatsoever with the Yellow Jackets at all.
And they're not finding good open shots to take, and it seems like they're taking them very early in their possession of the ball.
Yeah, and it's just, and they dug themselves a hole here. They're down 10 points early. and they've only got 2 timeouts remaining in the whole game.
Not doing themselves any favors here, missing at the free throw line either. Errant shot. The Patriots come up with a rebound, miss a couple of putbacks, and now the Yellow Jackets get to bring it up the floor. Cameron Clark working to his left, lost his dribble. Now Reeves takes it the other way. Big stride, can't finish with the finger roll. Heyman trying to fight for it, Boyland rather trying to fight for it, and it's going to be Yellow Jacket basketball. Foul's going to be called on the Patriots.
Someone's trying to check in here for, and it's going to be Cross.
The foul goes on Kenlon Roberts, by the way, for the Patriots. His first, 4th team foul. Chris Cross on the drive trying to get it over to Hutchison and
knocked out by a Patriot. I couldn't tell which number.
1:19 left to play here in the first. The Yellow Jackets just flat here in the first quarter. Nice little move by Boylan. Here's a 3-point shot from Douglas. Rims in and out. Oh, man.
How much more can you be in without scoring the points?
Pretty good example of it. Nice little stutter step at the top of the key from Harper, and Harper wanted a foul call, doesn't get it. They push it ahead for Christopher Cross. Christopher Cross will finish with the underhanded layup.
You're not going to get that foul over here when you're the one initiating all the contact.
So now 13-5, under a minute left to play. Finally, the Yellow Jackets able to put in a couple of baskets. 3-point shot on the way from the corner. Pocket and gave him too much time to set up. Makai Boyce, with his first bucket of the night, extends the lead back out to 11.
From Wynne, I'd want to be patient right here. You're still in this ball game, and look for the.
They're going to get a charge.
No, they called it blocking foul. Foul's going to be on Reeves. They're counting the basket from Hutchison, and he's going to have to hand one.
It looked like he made the motion for charge at first, but I guess I misread that. Hutchison off the mark on his and one attempt, and they're going to get Douglas now for over the back. Push in the back. My apologies.
See right there, he went with the hands up for the block and then scored the bucket. And we got a substitution here.
Second personal foul on Douglas after the missed and one opportunity.
And he's going to take a seat now. Cornelius Morgan comes in replacing.
3-point shot from Reeves. Off the mark, too strong. Offensive rebound by Brown as time expires. And with that, the first quarter is in the books for our third game on this Friday evening. 16-5 is your score. Marion leading the Wynne Yellow Jackets. We're back with the second quarter of action right after this here on Tubetown.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Andy Madison, West Cisco, back here with you at Bearcat Arena, where the Wynne Yellow Jackets trail the Marion Patriots to start the second quarter, 16-7. West, man, we talked about it a little bit there in that first quarter. Wynne just not able to get anything going offensively. They just look very flat, and they can't get any momentum working their way.
They're hitting 15% of their shots, 0% from behind the three-point line. But Marion have 2-point shots, not doing better. They're 18%, but they're hitting 75% from behind the three-point line. And that's the difference in the game right now.
That is unbelievable. Patriots will start the second quarter with the basketball. Martinez Harper, the leading scorer in that first quarter for the Patriots. Bunch of fresh new faces in there for Marion as well. Try to update you on those here in just a minute. Meanwhile, Christopher Cross coming down with a rebound for the Yellow Jackets. Hutchison with it now, back to Chris Cross. Tried to feed it off with an underhanded dump off to Chris Grider, but instead it's going the other way now. Baseline dump off. Shot is good from Tristan Heyman. Heyman's first bucket of the night. Marion running a little bit of half-court trap, and they're trying desperately to force turnovers and coming within inches of it.
Yeah, and like you said, this is a fresh five out there too.
Yeah, Dylan Thomas, one of the fresh faces, alongside Kenlon Roberts. Seen him a little bit tonight. Keyshawn Woods, Tristan Heyman, and you see that fifth player out there. Yellow Jackets ball.
Dylan Thomas.
And make that Patriots ball. Loose ball fought for. And they are going to get the Yellow Jackets with a foul there.
Cameron Clark is one.
That'll be his second. Yeah, his second personal foul. That's the 15th foul on the Yellow Jackets here in the first half. Again, if you're just joining us, the Yellow Jackets called 3 timeouts in that first quarter. Only have 2 remaining for the game. The Patriots miss an easy layup there. Going the other way now with Wynne. Here's Hutchison. Just wants to drive it in traffic, and that's a... Oh! Okay. Maybe not. Going to say that's going to be a charge, but the referee saw it differently. The feet were not planted as firmly as I had suspected.
Let's see a replay on that because I couldn't tell from this angle.
Heyman called for the block there. Just the junior for the Patriots. Take another look here as Hutchison hits his first free throw.
He was leaning.
Yeah, he leaned back a little bit, kind of absorbed the contact. Hutchison now with his second free throw opportunity coming up. And he'll hit that one. He is 2 for 3 rather, from the free throw line, and makes it a 9-point ball game. Here's Woods with it in the front court. Leaves it over with Roberts. Now they leave it with Brown. Brown back for Heyman, working it back around for Roberts.
Marion's not got a timeout here by the Patriots. I'll say if Marion's not careful here, they're going to let Wynne back in this game by having their subs in for the whole second quarter here.
Yeah, had quite a few new fresh faces in there for Marion, and they've allowed a couple of points scored here in the second quarter.
Got some football playoff games here. Middleton's trailing Greenbrier 7-6 in the first. Mount Ida has a 21-0 lead in the first over Mark Tree. And Morrilton has a 7-3 lead over the Yellow Jackets.
Basketball Yellow Jackets trailing here at Bearcat Arena 9-18 with 6:22 to play here in the second quarter. Patriots open this one up hot. 16 points in that first quarter. Only scored 2 so far here in the second, but only allowed the Yellow Jackets to score 2 points. It was 8-0 for the longest time back in that first quarter as Patriots trying to find an open shot down below the basket. Burgess goes up strong and pulls down the board for the Yellow Jackets, and he's going to be fouled from behind.
Taylor Brown wants the foul, and that's a 7th team foul, so it looks like we're going to go all the way for a bonus situation over here.
Yeah, first team foul on Brown there, and as Wes just mentioned, that will put the Yellow Jackets at the charity stripe, and that's right now that's where they need to be as often as possible. Haven't been able to get anything going on offense. Only 3 baskets scored from the floor. All the other points have come from the free throw line. Burgess will hit this one. In fact, right now they've got as many points from the free throw line as they do from the floor. Burgess knocks them both down, and it's now a 7-point ball game. Back on the other end, the Patriots already have it in the front court. Quick three-point shot on the way too strong that time from Dylan Thomas, but an offensive rebound. They kick it back out. Now here's Keyshawn Woods driving against Clark. Off the glass, no good. Got his own board, put back, no good. Second attempt, no good, and it's Christopher Cross coming down with it, and they're going to foul him. Cross hanging on to it. Now he'll go to the free throw line.
And that's on Keyshawn Woods. That was on Keyshawn Woods.
That's Woods' first personal foul, but again, Christopher Cross going to the free throw line as the Yellow Jackets are in the bonus opportunity now.
Harper and Boyce are coming back in for the
can't hit the front end of the one and one, but how about Terry Burgess going up and getting the rebound off the missed free throw, and he'll put it in for two. Now it's a 5-point ball game, 18-13. Wynne clawing their way back in this one.
And the Patriots have put in most of their starters back. Nice defense there for the steal.
Cameron Clark just absolutely picking the pocket of Dietrich Reeves, and on the other end they feed it ahead to Terry Burgess, and Burgess now with 6 points here in the second quarter. He's back into a 3-point ball game.
What did I say about they were waiting too long to put their hot players back in?
So now Cameron Clark coming down with the rebound. Gave him a wide open look to the basket. Nice little dump off to Hutchison down low, and Hutchison now with 8 points here in the ball game, and it has now become a close one here at Bearcat Arena. Wynne trailing by just one. It was 16-7 at the end of that first quarter, but since then the Yellow Jackets have outscored the Patriots 10-2.
And I tell you, it's all happened when the substitutes were in there, and I hate to say that, but if you see your lead dwindle, you need to go ahead and put the players who got you the big lead back in there, because the game is far from over. You won the first quarter. That doesn't mean you won the game.
4:44 left to play here in the ball game, left to play in the second quarter, rather. Getting ahead of myself here. Patriots basketball, a lot of their starters back in. Martinez Harper leaves it in the corner for Makai Boyce. Corner pocket, three-pointer good. 6 points now for Makai Boyce after 2 3-pointers, and the lead is back up to 4. 21-17. Burgess on the far sideline. He's going to work his way from the top of the key. Nice little floater. He's got 8 points. Here in the second quarter alone, back to a 2-point deficit.
And when they were frustrated, you had your players in there. And now they found their own rhythm. And Marion's got to find theirs back.
Woods missed the layup. Clark comes down with the rebound. Now Burgess driving the baseline. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Numbers on the other end for the Patriots. Here's Harper. Sidestep the defender. Nice little lay-in over his shoulder. What a pretty move.
Nice move. Pretty.
He's got 9 points now in the ball game, does Martinez Harper, and the lead's back up to 4. Here's Hutchison, leaves it with Clark. Now Christopher Cross, wide open 3-point shot, off the mark. Fighting for the loose ball. Christopher Cross comes down with it. Leaves it over for Burgess. Burgess hacked on the way up. Got the loose ball. Turnaround shot. He'll get that one to fall. Defenders draped all over him, and he doesn't care. He finally gets the shot to fall, and now 10 points in the second quarter for Terry Burgess III.
Remember, he's the one that led Wynne last night with 15. He's already got 10 in this half.
Definitely helped the Yellow Jackets get back in the ball game here in the second quarter after a 9-point deficit. Here's a deep 3-pointer from Harper, and it's off the mark. Burgess comes down with the rebound. Coach Parker screaming, go.
That was not a good shot selection there by Harper in that last possession by the Patriots.
Cameron Clark leaving it for Burgess. Deep 3-point attempt. Off the mark.
And again, not a good shot selection, and that's what coach is telling him right there. That we don't need that shot right there.
Yeah, a little bit of a learning opportunity right there for Burgess, and Coach Parker's still letting him hear it right now. Patriots with the ball. Nice little dump off for Woods on the spin move, and he spins right over Clark and dumps that one in, and now the lead's back up to 4. Wynne has been able to narrow the margin down to 2, but they haven't been able to get any closer than that as Marion has answered everything that Wynne puts up. Here's the three-point attempt from the corner pocket, no good. Clark comes down with the rebound. He's got Hutchison wide open in the paint. Tried to feed it over there to Grider, and Grider lost the ball, but Wes, 21. You saw it. Reeves gets called for a reach-in.
And that's his 3rd foul.
Well, they've got him charged with 2 here at the official score table.
Okay, not bad.
But either way, that puts the Yellow Jackets at the free throw line. Oh, well, that is 3 there from our official scorekeeper. I beg your pardon. You were correct, Wes.
Missed them both.
And Grider couldn't knock it in, and back on the other end, the Patriots in the front court, working around to the far side. Reeves over for Harper. Harper just tucks it and drives with it, and they're going to get him with a reach-in. They're going to get the Yellow Jackets with a reach-in, I should say, and that will put Harper at the free throw line.
Keyshawn Woods won drawing the foul.
Well, that'll be Cameron Clark drawing the foul.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that will be his 3rd as well.
I was looking at the wrong.
Harper is off the mark on his first free throw attempt of the night, and now another substitute coming in as Trey Boylan is going to check back into the game. And second one on the way, and Harper's going to miss them both. It's Cross, Hutchison, Burgess, Boylan, and Grider out on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Burgess on the left elbow, gives it to Boylan. Boylan with a handoff to Cross. Now they'll continue to work it around with 1:15 remaining, trailing by 4. They trail by as many as 11. Here's a turnover. And they missed the easy one. They missed the putback as well. Makai Boyce and Keyshawn Woods each having a look at the basket. Neither one of them able to take advantage of it. And now they're both going to swarm Tyler Hutchison, and one of them's going to pick up a foul.
It's going to be on Boyce. I mean, you're right under the basket. That's 2 gimmies right there. No one around you. You got to make those shots.
Real hard for a righty to come in and hit those left-handed layups sometimes, though, and that's why they have you practice from both sides. And clearly Woods couldn't get that one to fall. So now Hutchison gets to shoot 2 now that he's hit the front end of it. Actually, I suppose he'd have 2 anyway, as the Patriots are into double-digit foul territory, over 10 now. Second one on the way from Hutchison, off the front iron, no good. And here come the Patriots, up by 3 with 50 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Working around in the corner for Boyce. Boyce wants to give it up to Harper now, who's working against Boylan. Got some space on Boylan. Hop step, nice feed off on the baseline for Kendlin Roberts.
And that was all set up by Harper.
That is Roberts' first bucket of the night. Crisscross fell off balance, trying to rip it away from Martinez Harper, and Harper able to get in there and tie it up for the jump ball.
Hey, ball's here. We'll call jump ball.
So referee trying to get some clarification as which direction the jump ball arrow is pointing, and Coach Parker for the Yellow Jackets saying, hey, that's our ball.
That's our ball.
So referee realizes his mistake, and the Yellow Jackets will now take it out here in front of the broadcast position. Get it into Christopher Cross, guarded by Martinez. Hutchison able to feed it off down low to Chris Greider, and Greider in for his first bucket of the game. Deficit down to 3 now, 27-24. 7 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shot goes up and it's blocked. Out of bounds, it'll stay here with the Patriots, and they'll have 4.1 seconds left to put up a basket before the two teams head to the locker room. Great defense, though, from the Yellow Jackets.
Great defense right there. Way to swarm.
3-point shot, no good. It'll go out of bounds, and the buzzer will end the second quarter. 27-24 is your score. The Marion Patriots leading the Wynne Yellow Jackets after 2 quarters. We're going to step aside for a quick break, tally up some halftime stats for you, and bring those your way. Coming up next on the Tubetown Halftime Show.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time, and watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time, and watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
We welcome you back to Bearcat Arena, where it is halftime of the third game of 4 on the night. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco back here with you, where the Wynne Yellow Jackets trail the Marion Patriots by a score of 27-24 after 2 quarters. Wes, this is one that we didn't think was going to be close after the first quarter. 16-7 was the score, but the Yellow Jackets came out and opened up with a 17-11 scoring differential there in the second quarter.
Well, I was harping on it all the second quarter there. You take your hot players out, and you take them all out at one time for 5 fresh players, and then you let Wynne get back into the game, and then it's hard for you to get your team to back into it. They finally did. They never gave up the lead, but it went from 11-point down to 2 for most of the second quarter there. And now we got a 3-point ball game here at half.
Yeah, Wynne definitely clawed their way back into it thanks to a little bit of help from Terry Burgess III. 10 points for Burgess. He leads the Yellow Jackets in scoring, closely followed, though, by Tyler Hutchinson with 9 points. Chipping in a couple as well as have been Christopher Cross, as well as Chris Kreider, and then Cameron Clark chipping in 1 from the free throw line. 6 for 12 are the Yellow Jackets from the charity stripe, and obviously some room for improvement there, and they could be on top of the Patriots right now if they'd hit all their free throws.
Exactly, and they're also only shooting 9 for 20 from the 2-point range, 0 for 6 from behind the 3-point arc, and they turned the ball over 5 times in that first half.
Meanwhile, looking at the Marion Patriots side of the stat sheet, they are led in scoring by Martinez Harper. He's got 9 points through the first 2 quarters, closely followed by Keyshawn Woods with 5, as well as Makai Boyce, who shot a couple of 3-pointers. He's got 6 points on the night. 3 for Dietrich Reeves, 2 for Kenlon Roberts, and 2 for Tristan Heyman as well. And Patriots have only been to the free throw line twice. They're 1 for 3 on their trips.
And then they've shot 23% from the 2-point line, 7 for 30. But they're 4 for 8 from behind the 3-point line for 50%. And they've only got 1 turnover. So the 3-point ball going in is what's kept the Patriots with the lead.
Still about 3 minutes left to go here in the halftime break. So we're going to go ahead and step aside for another quick break. And we're going to buckle our seatbelts here as we get set for the third quarter of our third game of the night. Still one more game to come up tonight, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. Right around 8:30, we're going to have the Nettleton Raiders facing off against the Harbor Wildcats. Scott Boland back in Northeast Arkansas, and definitely want to make sure you tune in for that action. But again, third quarter coming up between Wynne and Marion right after these messages from our sponsors.
It's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much
oh
as
my
you
God,
want
I need some more. I need some more coffee, guys.
Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet.
Welcome back to Bearcat Arena. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco sitting courtside as we get set to start the third quarter between the Wynne Yellow Jackets and the Marion Patriots. The Patriots starting the third with the basketball and the lead, 27-24, after a close second quarter between these two squads. Reeves with it now. Now they want to leave it in the corner for a three-point shot to open things up here in the third, and that was no good for Makai Boyce. Christopher Cross, Hutchison, along with Burgess, Clark, and Douglas out on the floor. And a quick basket from Tyler Hutchison to open things up here for the Yellow Jackets in the third quarter. Now they trail by one.
Nice job Hutchison going to his left there.
Shot no good. Hutchison trying to come down with the board, and it'll go out of bounds off of Hutchison. Coach Parker shouting out some instructions here from the far end of the court. Heyman thought about that three over there in the corner. Dietrich Reeves will take the shot, and he'll knock it down. Reeves, with his second three-pointer of the game, give him 6 points on the night, and the lead back out to 4 for the Patriots. Wes, they have kept that lead at 4 for the better part of the second quarter, and now here into the third.
Yeah, the Wynne just can't get it past the 2 to 4 mark here. Every time they come up with the big basket, Marion answers with one to keep that lead.
Here's Christopher Cross on the far side of the court, gets it into Clark. Clark with a little hesitation, and now across the lane to Burgess, and Burgess leaning backwards will kiss that one off the glass, and now Burgess is up to 13 on the night. Back to a 2-point deficit. Reeves with it. Feeds it over to Boyce. Boyce will drive with it, had his shot blocked. Now 3-point shot from Woods. It's off the mark. Burgess skies for the rebound and hauls it in. Here's Cameron Clark up the floor, leaves it for Hutchison. Hutchison working against Reeves. Reeves closing out, and Hutchison just lost the handles on that one. Let it get away from him, and now to go the other way with the Patriots.
Yeah, an unforced error there, because even though Marion's playing the man-to-man, he wasn't on him that bad right there.
And that's tough for the Yellow Jackets, as we just mentioned. They haven't been able to tie the game up. They've only been able to pull within 2, even 1 point, and had an opportunity to do it there after getting a stop on the Patriots end of the floor. And they haven't had too many opportunities to do that tonight, as Marion's done a good job putting the ball in the hoop. There's Harper, lost his dribble, somehow winds up in the hands of Reeves. Reeves with a wide open look at 3, no good. Offensive rebound, feed off down low, and Reeves is hacked. He goes up with a double clutch layup. Take another look. Nice feed off down low. There's the double clutch, and there you see Burgess with the reach in, and Burgess picking up his, I believe, his first foul of the night. First team foul on the Yellow Jackets here in the second half. You can see on the clock 5:37 left to play here in the third quarter.
This is Reeves' first time at the line tonight.
Yeah, that will make the Patriots 1 for 4 from the charity stripe. They haven't been there often, and they have not made the most of their opportunities when they've been. Second one on the way. That one will fall.
You think they'll be practicing some free throws when they get back?
I can guarantee that Coach Claiborne and Coach Patel are going to have them shooting quite a few free throws, and we're going to get a timeout from Coach Parker, and he's only got one remaining. Good defense.
It'll have to be a full timeout.
Yeah, it was good defense there by the Patriots, drawing the trap in the backcourt and forcing the timeout. One remaining for the Yellow Jackets, and we're going to take a timeout with them. 31-28 your score. Marion leading Wynne. We're back with more third quarter action after this.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
Welcome back to Bearcat Arena. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco here for the third game of the evening. Still one more game on the schedule. Make sure you stay tuned for that as Nettleton will face Harbor after this game concludes. In the third quarter, Marion and Wynne on the floor right now. 31-28, the Patriots lead the Yellow Jackets. And right now the Yellow Jackets have the ball after calling their second to last timeout. One more timeout remaining here in the ballgame for Wynne. Burgess with some fancy dribbling down on the baseline is going to put that one in and pull his team to within one. This is the closest they've been since the open of the ballgame.
Marion has got to close off on Burgess. He is keeping the Wynne Yellow Jackets on his back right now.
Scored 10 points in that second quarter. He's up to 12 now here in the ballgame. Actually, the official score table's got him with 14. There's a little shot on the baseline, a little pop from Makai Boyce. He's got 8 on the night. Hutchison being harassed by the Patriots. Loose ball. Douglas comes up with it, feeds it ahead to Burgess. Head fake, kiss off the glass, good. And again, the Yellow Jackets within one.
And that's a good job by both teams there, hustling, trying to get that ball. It just happened to go into Wynn's way that time.
Here's Reeves with it, leaves it in the corner. Baseline drive, trying to feed it over to Harper. Harper will drive baseline now. And they're going to get a blocking foul there on the baseline. Look like they're going to get Douglas on that, I believe.
Hey, match up, 0.
That's going to be Douglas's third, I believe, Wes.
Yes.
Second team foul on the Yellow Jackets here in the second half. Marion still without a team foul. Here's Boyce, bounce pass over to Reeves. Three-point shot on the way from Harper, and Harper will knock that one down. His second three-pointer of the night.
And there we go again with the getting so close, and then Marion just answers.
Yeah, able to pull within one. Nice little underhanded finish there from Cameron Clark. That was pretty.
Very nice by Clark there.
Pulls the Yellow Jackets to within 2, and they did that one quickly. They haven't been able to score quickly in their possessions. The Yellow Jackets did that time. Harper's feeling it. Little heat check shot, rims in and out. Almost had 2 in a row there. Going to get a third look possibly. And had that one poked out of his hands, but they're going to get, I believe, Hutchison with a reach-in. No, they're going to get Cameron Clark.
That's his fourth.
That is his fourth. So Douglas will come out of the game, and they will put Chris Grider back in. Clark staying in with 4 fouls.
I think he doesn't really know that. There's a substitute coming to the table right now.
Here's Reeves. Reeves driving.
Yeah.
And they're going to get Clark with his with his 5th. Clark tried to set his feet, but he leaned a little bit too far back. I think our friend Wes would agree here.
Yeah, that was definitely a blocking foul there.
So Clark fouls out with 3 points on the night.
And again, they just didn't notice his fourth foul in time to get him. But you got to be smart when you're on the floor and you know you have 4 and not try to take that right then.
Well, not a bad idea. In my opinion, not a bad idea trying to set your feet and draw the charge when you've got time, but he just leaned backwards and didn't set his feet up. Reeves is going to pick Burgess's pocket. He's going to go coast to coast, and he's going to have his shot blocked and a foul call. He'll go to the free throw line as Christopher Cross will pick up, I believe, his first foul of the evening.
And you know, Coach Parker's like, I wished I had one of those timeouts left that I had to burn because they're desperately needing it right now.
Yeah, he's only got 1 timeout remaining. Again, if you're just joining us, they called 3 timeouts in that first quarter. They have 1 remaining left in the ball game as Burgess finishes up his conversation with Coach Parker over here on the near sideline. And Reeves 2 for 2 on this trip. Quickly into the front court. Hutchison lost the handles on it, going the other way now with the Patriots and trying to get the ball out from behind. It looked like Trey Boylan was just trying to fly up and make something happen, and he's going to get picked up for a foul now. And in the last couple of possessions, the Wynne Yellow Jackets not looking so hot.
It's just exactly what happened in the first quarter. They're getting out of their rhythm. They don't have a rhythm set right now, and they're just trying to make something happen.
Gave Woods a wide open lane to the basket that time, and Keyshawn Woods taking advantage of it. Said, if you're giving me the lane, I'm driving.
And that hit out of bounds when he was trying to save it. That's another turnover by the Yellow Jackets.
They've got to be up to 8, 9 turnovers now in the game.
9 turnovers.
Meanwhile, Marion, I think, is setting probably around 2 right now.
I got them for 1.
1 turnover for the Patriots here in tonight's ball game. Of course, that is the unofficial scoring here. Dump off, 3-point shot, good from the corner pocket. Dietrich Reeves making stuff happen tonight in the third quarter.
You know, Coach Parker may have to call that final timeout to stop the bleeding. He's down 12.
That was the third three-pointer. Here's the three-pointer from Burgess. He steps into it. Had all day to square that one up and just shot it too strong. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll go in the way of the Patriots as Burgess getting ready to check out. Cornelius Morgan checking in for the Yellow Jackets. His lead back up to 12 now for Marion. And boy, that happened real fast and in a hurry.
Yeah, just like what happened in the first quarter. And there's going to be another foul.
And that'll go on Morgan, who's fresh into the game.
Cornelius Morgan, his first.
First on Morgan, and that's going to put Woods at the free throw line, Boyce rather, at the free throw line for the first time tonight. He's got 8 points, 2 of them coming here in the third quarter. And he's got three in the third to his credit now, with 1 more on the way. 47-34. Make it 48-34. The wheels could be falling off this one here for the Yellow Jackets. Full court press defense coming. Morgan pushes it across the timeline. Shot just inside the three-point line, and how about that? It's going to stick. If that's any indication of the Yellow Jackets' luck tonight, that's it.
Exactly.
Possession arrow will actually keep it here with the Yellow Jackets, so they at least catch a break there.
Colin Cody checks in for the Jackets.
But that's got to be a little demeaning, I guess.
Exactly.
A little deflating to have that wide open shot just get stuck on the rim like that.
And especially after that great second quarter the Yellow Jackets had, there's going to be a blocking foul on Harper.
Yep, and that will be number 2 on Harper by my count, as Kylan Cody will go to the free throw line. It is the second one there on Harper.
And Coach Parker, if you see here, he's taking his team over in front of the bench. He's using this 2 shots as kind of a little mini timeout.
Yeah, again, only got 1 more left in the ball game. Kylan Cody, the junior, off the mark on his first free throw. Still got 1 more to come. The Yellow Jackets are 6 for 14 by my count. 13.
You got this.
7 for 14, so shooting 50%. With $1:52 left to play here in the third quarter. There's a crossover from Boyce. Bounce pass over to Woods. Woods drives. Floater no good. Hutchison comes down with a rebound.
Not a good shot there.
Hutchison drives all the way and finishes with a nice little underhanded layup on the left side of the lane. And he'll go to the free throw line to try to capitalize on an and one opportunity. 6 points in the corner for Hutchison.
So Woods puts up the bad shot. Then what happens? He comes down the defensive end and he picks up a foul, trying to make up for the bad shot.
It's his second by my count. Hutchison can't hit the and one. 7 for 15 now from the free throw line, trailing by 11. 48-37, under a minute 30 left to play in the third. Three-point shot coming from Reeves, and Reeves is feeling it tonight. His fourth three-pointer of the ball game.
4 for 6 from behind the three-point line.
Christopher Cross has got it. He's going to drive now. Feeds it off down low. Another dump off, and Morgan can't handle it. Going the other way now. Wide open look at the basket for Woods, and Woods will kiss that one off the glass. Woods with 4 points in the quarter, 9 in the ball game, and it's now 53-37 with under a minute left to play.
The Yellow Jackets are looking tired.
And only one timeout left to play. I know we keep mentioning that, but that's a very important point to bring up. And Hutchison is going to be called for a foul. That's going to be, I think, just his first on the ball game.
Is all I'm getting.
But that is the 8th team foul on the Yellow Jackets, so that's not a good sign for Wynne, as Marion is going to be at the charity stripe for the rest of the ball game. Meanwhile, the Patriots only have 2 team fouls to their credit here in the second half. Boyce will hit the front end of that. He's now got 11 points here in the ball game.
Got them both. Boyce is now 4 from 4 from the free throw line.
50 seconds even remaining here for the Yellow Jackets to try to put a few more points on the board before the end of the third quarter. They inbound to Hutchison with Marion coming at them with full court press. Cross court pass. Over for Cody. Cody with a nice little feed off down low to Morgan, who can't handle it. Morgan on the deck, tosses it loose, and Cody's going to get called for the foul as he ran right into Keyshawn Woods. Got to appreciate some of the hustle coming in off of the bench for the Yellow Jackets, but at this point that may be all they have left is hustle from the bench.
Yeah, that was good hustle. You cannot fault Cody for that one, for that foul. He's just trying to get back to the ball.
That puts Keyshawn Woods at the line for the second time tonight. He hit an and one earlier back in the first quarter. He's going to miss the front end of this bonus opportunity. And it'll go back the other way with the Yellow Jackets. Coast to coast off the rebound. Nice underhanded finish for Christopher Cross. 4 points in the ball game for him now, and it's 55-39.
It's like the Patriots are going to hold for one last shot with only 15 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Makai Boyce with it, guarded by Christopher Cross. 6 seconds left. Woods drives, misses his shot. Offensive rebound, put back no good, but a foul is going to send Tristan Heyman to the free throw line, and we'll see who they call that foul on. Nice
Tyler Hutchison.
Nice offensive rebound.
That was a nice bounce pass there.
Heyman will hit his first free throw opportunity of the night. He's now got 3 points in the ball game.
We got mass substitutions again.
They got a lot of fresh faces coming in. Second one on the way. It's off the mark. That will do it After 3 quarters, the Yellow Jackets trailing the Patriots 39-56. We're coming back with the 4th quarter of action right after this. Welcome back to Bearcat Arena. Andy Manis and West Cisco ready to start the 4th quarter between the Yellow Jackets and the Patriots. And if you're just joining us, an exciting 2nd quarter is now kind of once again turned into a lopsided affair that we had in that 1st quarter. 56-39 is your score. Marion leading Wynne. And they had a lot of scoring there in that 3rd quarter from the likes of Reeves and Boyce. Of course, Keyshawn Woods chipping in as well.
Grider tried to check in, but he waited until after the horn sounded, so the officials making him set it back at the scores table for the Yellow Jackets. It's that kind of night for the Yellow Jackets.
Patriots start the 4th with the basketball. Boyce with it. He's going to drive, kicks it off to Woods, and we're going to get a charge on the Patriots. Offensive foul will go against Makai Boyce. That's going to be number 3 on Boyce. Still playing full court press, trying to force a turnover. Now they feed it ahead, and they do force a turnover. Yellow Jackets just trying to get it out ahead of all the red jerseys, and they lead it a little bit too far.
Yeah, they're trying to get everything back in one possession, and as you know, Andy, you're not going to do that. If things stay the same, the Patriots will play at 4:30. Tomorrow afternoon. That's a nice 3-pointer by Boyce in the championship game.
That is number 5 from behind the 3-point line for Makai Boyce, and he is certainly feeling it tonight. Now it is a 20-point lead for the Patriots. They lead 59-39.
Chris Cross picks up a foul after the turnover. Boyce is 5 for 5 going back to the line to shoot 2.
Broadcaster's jinx. Way to go, Wes. Boyce off the mark on that attempt.
Hey, it's usually you. I get my chance every once in a while.
That's right. We got to have an impact on the game somehow. Second one falls, and that's 16 points for Makai Boyce. Three-point shot on the way, off the mark. Offensive rebound by Hutchison. Hutchison at his pocket pick. Patriots going the other way now. Here's Boyce behind his back. He's going to hold up and set up offense here. Cross-court pass over for Boyce, now over to Harper. Harper's going to... Oh, wow. They're going to call a block there as Harper got hung up on the defender. Look, he tried to spin and...
And he went right underneath him and kind of went over his body there. But yes, that's going to put Harper on the line.
First free throw there from Harper, no good. He still has not hit one from the charity stripe tonight. He's 0 for 3 now. 0 for 4. Got 12 points in the ball game, but hasn't knocked one down from the free throw line. Score remains 60-39 with 6:45 left in the ball game. Nice bounce pass for Hutchison. Hutchison finds the glass, and he's got 17 now in the ball game. First bucket of the fourth quarter for the Yellow Jackets. Took them nearly 2 minutes to get it. There's a nice lean and shot off the glass. No good from Tristan Heyman. Patriots come up with the rebound. Patriots had the option of just slowing this one down and running some time off the clock.
Let Wynne make the mistake. Don't go in there and try to force anything.
I think that's what they're going to do. They're just going to try to dribble this one, not necessarily dribble it out. Obviously, 6 minutes left in the ball game as another blocking foul called on the Yellow Jackets, and Tyler Hutchison wants to know what he did. He didn't plant his feet firmly enough is what the referee's telling him. So that's number 3 on Hutchison by my count, and that will put Harper back at the free throw line for the third time tonight. He's 0 for 4 with 12 points. Got a couple of three-pointers to his credit, does Martinez Harper. Still cannot find the look at the charity stripe. That one did everything but fall. A couple of fresh faces checking in for the Wynne Yellow Jackets. Shondale Ogletree and Darius Gray. Dearius Gray, I should say, rather.
Keep with us. Coming up next, Harbor and Nettleton.
Right, that one will be a good one. Two coaches whose names have a lot of clout here in Northeast Arkansas between Martin Cord and Scott Boland. And Patriots get called for traveling right there, as Wes mentioned, and that gives it back to the Yellow Jackets, 60-41 with 5:52 to play in the ballgame. And a couple of substitutions now coming in for the Patriots. Dylan Thomas comes in, and Tristan Heyman checks back in as well. Here's Cody. Leaves it in the corner for a three-point shot. Good from Angelo Chun. His first points of the ball game.
His first shot of the ball game.
Pretty good percentage there for Angelo Chun. 60-44 now. There's Heyman working it around for Reeves. Now they leave it in the corner for Thomas. Here's Boyce with it. Nice handles, drive, no good. Numbers on the other end a bit too far for Shondale Ogletree, and he knew where he was on the court and tried to turn around and feed it back, but he was already too far gone.
Full timeout called by Marion.
We're going to take a timeout with them. 60-44 is your score. Here in the fourth quarter, Marion leading Wynne. Back here at Bearcat Arena, the Wynne Yellow Jackets trailing the Marion Patriots 60-44 after a timeout called by the Patriots. Patriots have 2 timeouts remaining. The Yellow Jackets have 1. They called all of theirs way earlier in this game. Patriots out of the timeout with possession. See what they want to do here towards the end of this ball game. And all they really have to do is just keep it away from the Yellow Jackets here.
Yeah, just don't do anything fancy. Nice move by Kenlon Roberts.
That was pretty fancy. 4 points now in the ball game for Kenlon Roberts. Trying to split that full court pressure, and they give it right back to the Patriots. Merry Christmas, Tristan Heyman. He feeds it ahead. Tried to lay it up for an alley-oop over to Kenlon Roberts, and I think he's probably going to hear a little bit about that one from his coach. Watch this. He just gift wraps that one to Tristan Heyman. Heyman feeds it ahead. Trying to do a little bit of showboating there, did Mackay Boyce. Tried to leave it for Roberts and turns it over towards the Yellow Jackets. Now the Yellow Jackets, the bounce pass down low here on the baseline. Shot goes up and good for Dearius Gray.
You know Heyman's going to get an earful when he gets into the locker room over that pass.
Three-point shot, good for Dylan Thomas. His first bucket of the night. 65-46 now. Nice little no-look pass, and they can't finish. Dearius Gray could not capitalize on that, but it was a great look to him. Patriots trying to push it back up the floor, and they'll throw it out of bounds.
We got 4 more games tomorrow, starting at noon with Paragould and Monticello, followed by Baptist Prep in Brooklyn.
Meanwhile, Mackay Boyce will miss a shot, follow his shot, get his own rebound, and he'll put it up and in. 6 points in the quarter for Mackay Boyce. Give him 18 for the ball game.
Dylan Thomas picked up a foul.
Cody just gives it up. And Kenlon Roberts will go back to the free throw line. So Kylan Cody picking up his third foul. First free throw will fall for Roberts. Roberts 1 for 2 on his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Quick turnover back the other way for Mackay Boyce. And another turnover for the Patriots. 3-point shot on the way, and they got it. This is just getting ugly here in Bearcat Arena. Dylan Thomas just buried the Yellow Jackets with that three-pointer. Another shot off the mark. 3-point off the mark. Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by the Yellow Jackets. And a foul call.
Fouls on Reeves. And that's going to be his fourth.
Fouls on Dietrich Reeves. His fourth.
Again, still one more game on the schedule this evening. Make sure you stay tuned after the conclusion of this game. Got time to grab some popcorn or a refreshment before the next game starts. Going to be a good one to watch between Nettleton and Harbor. Whole lot of fresh faces coming in now for the Patriots. Timothy Scott into the game at 0 alongside a couple of players I'm not even sure we have on our roster. Shot up, no good. 2:36 left to play in this one. Coast-to-coast drive and a charge.
Fouls on Dearius Gray, his first.
Looking to see if I can find 33 is Ryan Roberts. See, they don't have a 13 in their book either.
No 13, no 25. Just got a couple of players that aren't listed on our rosters out on the floor now with 2:09 left to play in this one, 73-46. The Yellow Jackets made this one really interesting back in the second quarter. It was 27-24 as the two teams headed to the locker room, and since then the Yellow Jackets just kind of had the wheels fall off the wagon. Another three-point attempt on the way from Thomas. It was no good. Now Thomas coming up with a steal, trying to save it before it went out of bounds. We'll stay here with the Yellow Jackets with 1:53 left to play here in the ball game. And the Patriots, really, they've got the option once they get the ball back of just dribbling it out.
Yeah, but when you're the sub and you're coming in, you're not going to do that.
Absolutely not. You're in there for that playing time. Dylan Thomas, wide open lane to the bucket, will score that one. And extending the margin for the Patriots. Three-point look. Gray off the mark. Another three-point look. That one will fall.
Three-point basket. Tim Scott.
Timothy Scott, good on that three-pointer with 1:20 left. This one got out of hand quickly in the third quarter. Three-point shot on the way off the mark. Offensive rebound. Good little put back there by Shondell Ogletree, a senior seeing some playing time here in this tournament. Under a minute left to play. There's the turnover. Yellow Jackets trying to find an open shot here with 40 seconds remaining.
And they will play it. The Patriots will play it 4:30 against the winner of Harbor and Nettleton, the next game coming up.
Robbins coming away with a fast break bucket there. Now it's 80-48. The Patriots have nearly doubled the Yellow Jackets here in the second half. Fighting for the loose ball. Patriots coming up with it. One-on-one on the other end. Tim Scott finishes.
Tim Scott.
Proverbial nail in the coffin there with 3 seconds remaining in the ball game. 82-48. That will be the final of this one. And Marion coming away with a huge win against the Wynne Yellow Jackets. 82-48. Hard to even give out a player of the game in this one, as many baskets as we had here in the second half. But again, the Patriots will play the winner of our next game. Nettleton and Harbor coming up next here on Tubetown and on the Tubetown Facebook page. Again, Nettleton and Harbor coming up next. The final score between Marion and Wynne, 82-48. The Patriots defeat the Yellow Jackets, and we'll see them again tomorrow. Right now we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back with the next game on the evening. Again, the Nettleton Raiders facing the Harbor Wildcats. Coach Mark McCord and Coach Scott Boland going at it here on Tubetown.